G'day, welcome back to the channel. Well, look at this gem. This is a 1982 Suzuki DR500. We've had this in the family for quite some time. I think the last time it was running, I think I rode it in the blue light ride quite some time ago. So yeah, I'm thinking it'd be a good 15 years since this thing's even ran. So we're going to get this thing running again. And I need to take it to an event that I'm going to. I need it for transportation. So we'll go through it, change the oil, and probably start with taking the carby off will be the first thing, I think. Give that a clean out and refit that and maybe throw some fuel in it, and I reckon this big girl will fire straight up. But yeah, and then we'll sort of just go over it, give it a little bit of a wash up, give it an oil change, and just make sure the brakes work and all those sorts of things, and then she will be good to go. So here's a little clip of where I dug it out, so have a look at that. I've just gone for a drive to pick a bike up and see if she'll fire up. She's probably been in the shed unstarted for a good 15 years, I reckon. So we're going to get it out, get it home, tidy it up, and we'll give it a fire up, I reckon. So here it is in here. There it is. We'll drag it out and chuck it in the ute, take her home and give it a clean up. There we go. Apologise for the wind. Quite windy up here today. Got her out. I tell you what, she's still looking alright. Oh man, they're a bit sticky. A bit of corrosion. No. Seat's still there, got our silicone job on it there, but I think we'll put a new cover on that. Some sort of race products on there. Chain's not even seized. But yeah, so here's the big banger. It's the DR500. I think it's an 82. I'll have to look at the compliance plate, work that out later. We'll load her up, get her in the back of the ute. Right, we're back. So, look, I'll bring you in a little bit closer and you can have a little look. She's quite dusty and dirty, but I mean, it's all there for what it is. She's a good old rig, what I remember. When we used to ride it back in the day. She was a good rig. I'll bring you over. Anyway, here she is. I don't know what the go is with the white. I think maybe that came off another bike, but anyway, she's got the gold rims. She's all original header pipe. Still got the pong box in there. But I think the muffler was gone when we got it, and my brother made a stainless exhaust for it. She's a beauty. Yeah, she's just, you know, she's old and seats held together with a bit of silicone and stuff there, but that's okay. I'm a little bit worried about the tank. I know the tank used to weep a little bit along the seams, and I think it's got a tank liner kit in it already, but I reckon it wasn't put in thick enough. But I do have a lining kit there if I have to redo it. Fuel line's looking a bit how you going. Now I didn't have a Kickstarter for it, so I had to track one of those down. Man, you know how hard it is to get a Kickstarter for one of these things. But thanks to BA Power Sports motorcycles there, and Gippsland supplied me with a second-hand Kickstarter. So very grateful for that. Thank you very much. That just fitted straight on. I think I've got to go back one tooth or something like that. I haven't bolted it up yet. But we have a Kickstarter, so I can start it. I did raid the one off this for that SP400 because when I was trying to start that, I snapped the boss here. I snapped the shaft off. So I had to go and pilfer this one to finish that bike off, and it hasn't had one since. So thank you, BA Sports Motorcycles. So yeah, I think the fork seal, oh yeah, that one over that side's leaking a little bit. I do have a couple of seals there. Whether I get time to put it in is another question. Is it dripping too much? Yeah, just got a little drip off the bottom there, but you know, it'll be fine. See, it's a little bit bubbly. So you can see it's got a line of kit in it, but so the inside of the tank should be pretty right, but I guess we'll find out when we tip fuel in it. Yeah, so anyway, let's get to it. We'll pull the carby off and we'll see what we can find. Yeah. Oh, it seems to have a lot of beach sand all over it. Not sure what's going on there. There's only a few people that would probably know. Where that sand came from. Maybe South Australia. Maybe. Oh, let's see if this is going to come out. It's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. Look at that. That's as hard as a rock. Breather hoses there. Get them out of the way. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Man, that is tight. Because the rubbers aren't hard on this at all. Oh. Oh. Goodness me. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah, and that's going to be fun to get back in. Oh, she's stuck. All right. Let's get her on the bench. Oh, gross. Oh, look at that. Whoa. So, I don't know. Maybe we should have Smellvision. You know, I don't know if you can smell this, but I certainly can. When does fuel turn green? Oh, that's going to be trouble with a capital T. One way to see if it's blocked. Oh, now where did that go? Never find that again. Bloody hell. Alright. Just get that emulsion tube out of there because she's all frosty green as well. So what we might do is we'll drop it in the sonic cleaner there and give it a blast. Got me a little sonic cleaner here. Put the little things in there. They can just sit in there so they won't go anywhere. The float, of course it's going to float, but we'll try and sit that in there. There we are. Give that a blasting. Right, time to reassemble. When you knock these out, they've got a little slit and that lines up with a pin that's in there, so you need to get that in the right spot. Not that spot. Like so. And then just give it a little tap to get it into place, and then the main jet holds it in place. Float. Couldn't get the pilot jet out, but I've blown air through it. Doesn't seem to be blocked. That's all I can do, I'm afraid. It is just broken. I can't get a screwdriver to it. So we'll just hold our fingers crossed that it's not completely blocked and the bike still runs. Otherwise that's a drill and an easy out job. Which is not really what I want to be doing, so side. Let's give that a little clean off there. No splits, tears in the diaphragm. So that's good. Of course it can only go sort of in one spot because on the diaphragm it's got a little nick in it there. So it just locates in the one spot. You should be able to just push it down. Get it in that right spot there. Chuck the spring on. This doesn't matter where it goes, as long as you locate that spring. There we go. So, before we put it on the bike, we'll plug some fuel on it and just make sure it's not going to flood. Get the little fuel jug there. We got fuel coming in. And that's the last thing you want is bolt the thing back on the bike, chuck the fuel on, and then it just all runs out the bottom and you've got to take the thing off again and reset the float level and do all sorts of things. So we'll just make sure that I can hear it rattling in there, so must be free, and I think we got a full bowl full. It seems to be holding. Alright, so take that off, shove that in there. Bring that over here because we might need it. If I tip it on its side, we should get some fuel run out. Somewhere. There we go. I'll just drop that screw on the bottom, make sure there's fuel in it. Alright, I'll get this back on the bike. It's going to be a fight, so I'll just turn the camera off and I'll get it back on there and I'll come back to you. Right, we've got the carby back on. Might as well check the spark. 17. We know we've got fuel. Do I have one of those plugs? Yes, I do. Alright. Set that there. Key on. Where? Sit there. Oh yeah. She's got enough spark. Start a bushfire. Alright. 15 years. Well, we've got a little bit of fuel leaking out the bottom of the bowl there. Hopefully that'll settle down. Chuck. How many kicks? 25. Oh. Come on, big girl. That'll work. I think. Look at that. That is running beautiful. Well, that's good. I'm happy with that. Now the only other drama is that fuel tank. So we'll check this over here. Throw the tank on. Chuck some juice in there and we'll just see what runs out. Yeah. We might let that sit for a while we change the oil and everything, and we'll just see what's going to drip out of it. But it doesn't look good. This side looks alright. actually quite happy with this side. It's just, it must be the way that because they sit on the side stand on this side. I'm not gonna push on it too much. I don't want to stretch the friendship there. But it's looking alright so far. Just you know, fuel cap's just broken. Yeah. Alright, one thing at a time. Change the oil, and then I think we'll run a new fuel line, and yeah, we'll go from there. Righto. So I've just removed the tank because it was just running fuel down the side of the frame there. So I'll show you. It's leaking from around the seam here and all in the back here. So we've got to get this tap out, drain the rest of the fuel out, and get that paint in there. As you can even see in there, it's only had a really thin coat, so we'll get a nice thick coat of paint in there. Right, so I've put the tank cream kit in there. It already had a kit in there, so it was pretty easy to wash out and just top it up with the same paint. Pretty sure I did this one last time, but it wasn't very thick. I don't know why. But now it's extra thick in there. So now I'm going to take it outside and give it a good wash down and tidy up. I'm just going to sit the cap on here just to stop the water from going in there. I can't put fuel in it for 24 hours, and that's really pushing my time frame here to have this thing all running and operating, which it is running after 15 years sitting in the back shed. Sounds really good, the motor. I've done an oil change on it, new spark plug, cleaned the air filter. Yeah, the headlight works. I mean, it should be fine. I'll just, once I wash it all up and everything like that, I'll bring it back inside and dry it off and clean it up, but I reckon it should be pretty right for over the Easter weekend. Right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next vid. Cheers.